Hello everybody and welcome to this hopefully very short offline educational YouTube video. We're going to first take a quick look at a DAX trade that we took this morning because it'll have context on what I'm going to say about the gates system and indeed about the ambiguity, the necessary ambiguity of the gates system. So let's look at the trades we took this morning. I was looking for longs based on the fact that we were down around a big round number, and I know it's in sell mode on the 1 minute, I know it's in sell mode on the 2, but look, we had the 3 minute here. We had divergence within the indicator, higher lows, lower lows. You all know it's something I speak about a lot, and obviously real divergence in lower lows on price, higher lows on the histogram. Divergence is something I use a lot in my trading. I teach it a lot, I share it a lot, and I watch for it a lot in our live sessions. So we had a couple of small early runs up, 2 pips, 5 pips, not on major, but then we hit the big round number here, and 24.2, a BRN, went long as we went back above it, and yes, it went almost to 24.240, and I pulled the plug personally at 24.230, so that was a 30 pip move. And then we got this XABC W with C slightly lower than A, but thankfully histograms higher, so we had some more divergence and a bullish engulfing bar, which meant a buy and a run up. Now I only got 20 pips off of that one, 24.220 up to 24.240. That's where I pulled out, but it meant 30 and 20. It meant a 50 pip move this morning, and bear in mind 10 pips a day is really all you need. If you can do 10 pips an hour, that's great. So I was a very happy camper this morning with the session. Now, why then does that have any relevance on the gates system? Well, let me bring the gates sheet into light so you can see. It's ambiguous because, yes, this is the aggressive one. Starting bank is quite low at 600, and the stake is quite high at 3, be it pounds, euros or dollars. I don't care. It all translates for you, individually you. If you lose 15 pips, you lose 45, and it is 7.5% of your account. However, because of the ambiguity and flexibility of the gates, this doesn't have to be £3, €3, $3. You can begin with 1, or you can start at this gate and say 3 is my maximum, but it can be made up of 50 cent. Let me just put an equals in there. Equals 50 cent plus 50 cent plus 50 cent, thereby scaling in. Now you're up to 1.5, and maybe you go in at 200 and it crosses through the line and you add another 50 cent, and then it breaks out above a high and you add another 50 cent. It breaks out above the white line and you add another 50 cent. You can still add another 50. Sorry, I'm not doing that right, am I? 0.5 plus 0.5 plus 0.5. Now you're on 3, but in 6 lots of 50 cent. And if we were to look at this run down, it's quite a big run down, from a big round number to a big round number, from 24.3, if you like, down to 24.2. So there's 100 pips in there. And if we looked at the scaling, you've got a fib, you draw a fib, you break out below R3. So you've gone maybe in on the breakout, in on the fib, that's 50, 50, 50, 150, in on the break below purple, that's €2 pip, in on the breakout of the 250, in on the breakout, €3 pip, and the last one might well be a scratch trade, but then there's 250 a pip for all of those. And if we were to measure them down, if we were to say from here and look at the guts or the average, 57 pips or 56 pips, based on the fact that the mean of the €3 per pip could be 150. Let's just bring that back in and say that it's something like 150. We'd have plus 57 for the pips times 1.5, and we end up with 85. Well, we're looking for 96 to clear the gate. It's okay, that doesn't clear a gate, but at 3 per pip in small stakes, smaller entries. It's safe. It's the safe way to do things. And some of you who were on with me this morning will remember that I said we are in July, we're halfway through July. It's a holiday month. People take holidays, kids are home from school, and then we move into August. And if you're watching this YouTube recording, it's probable that you know about my thoughts on August. So I, for one, am looking forward to it. I intend to extend some of the sessions, and maybe even we'll have more than one all-day session in the month. We'll see. We'll run it and we'll see how it goes together as a group. Anyway, if you're not in the group, that's up to you. I look forward to seeing those who are in the live sessions. And until they come, please, as always, trade safe. And I look forward to seeing you in the sessions. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.